Okay. Right, we are in the wilderness. Way less mud than last time. Oh my god, mate. Don't know how I haven't slipped yet. Fuck. That's huge. The hill on this bit is like unsurprisingly quite steep. Like my K's in this section are always like 30 seconds slower. If you get that on your runs, like, just embrace it. As long as you're outside, as long as you're doing your runs, I'm having a good time. Mate, remember this bit from the last long run I did? Yeah, it's way more muddy. Today we're going for like a, I don't know, 14 to 16, like an hour 20, something like that. Coat is off. We are actually quite cold, I'll be honest. Mate, definitely get one of these if you, oh no, if you run at all, really. It's like just a very light, like running coat, and you can literally ball them up and put them in your pocket, and it fits and it's fine. They're really good for just like getting you warmed up. I don't know if any of you have experienced this, but in the morning when it's like very cold, especially when it's cold inside your house, it makes it a lot harder to go for a run, because like you're cold in your house and then you think about how cold it's going to be when you go outside, and you're probably wearing shorts, right? So you know the first K or two is going to be brutal. Oh no, if you're in the right mindset, like that will turn you off running. So like if you just wear this coat, like I'm snug. I'm like ridiculously snug for like the first K or two. Yeah, and they're windproof as well. Always look like 20 times crossing roads like that. Yeah, it's worth it's definitely worth the investment. Like I got that. It's like an Under Armour one. I don't know what they're called. I'll insert the name of it. You don't need to spend more than like 20 quid. You could probably get a cheaper one off like Vinted or something. But yeah, mate, they're seriously good if you're, I know they're seriously good to like, will get you warmed up quicker, like physiologically, and also psychologically. I think they really benefit your state of mind when it's cold. I don't know if any of you have thought about taking creatine for running things, but mate, it's definitely worth considering. Like, my goal is 5k as quick as I can, and creatine is like really good at increasing the explosiveness of your muscles and just keeping them from getting fatigued longer. My understanding is that it basically helps offload like energy to your muscles, and the whole energy conversion process is like makes it a lot more efficient. The energy is called ATP for any of you biochemist, molecular people out there. universal energy carrier. But yeah, I started taking that, and it takes like 2 weeks for your body to become saturated with it, and part of it is that you just retain a lot of water. Yeah, so for starters, every time I piss, it's like, it's very clear, like just a tinge of yellow, so I need to, so I've been drinking a lot less water than I usually do. It's a good point. Ideally, you want a little bit of yellow in there, but yeah, I've been taking it, and the gym hasn't got like that much better, but the last 5k I did, like I was pushing it, and my legs aren't getting fatigued, like my breathing becomes a limiting factor, which is very nice. Like just making sure my breathing stays controlled. So I don't know, anyone considering creatine, just try it with it. You can mix it in smoothies and stuff, you can just have it straight. It's like, comes in a powder. I know, like it's quite good if you have like a quick running goal, like I think 5k is probably pushing it, like it might be a bit too long, but definitely if you're trying to improve your times less than 5k, or if you go to the gym at all, like I think creatine's just a net win. Guys, do you remember this hill? Do you remember this hill? We made a video here. Ooh. Ooh. That hill is always ridiculous. I'm doing that hill on a long run, and my legs do hurt quite a bit, but like I've got a feeling like they're a lot better, like they feel a lot stronger. Now there's obviously so many things that could be as a result of, like today, blessed really, I slept 9 hours, and obviously you need to be eating well, and generally you would expect to get better if you're just following a training regime. But like, yeah, I think creatine's definitely helps. Even if it's a placebo, it's worth it, right? You can see the ant holes everywhere. Ant holes, rabbit holes. We just ran onto the scene of Watership Down, guys. Where's Hazel? Definitely taking a wrong turning somewhere. Rumour has it 95% of you aren't subscribed, so you know you got to smash that subscribe button, you know, spam the like one. You got to do what you got to do, guys. Support a guy running in the middle of nowhere talking about nothing. If you're a new runner and you're interested in running, I would highly recommend giving yourself just a little goal. Sort of like how I'm doing, like, oh, I want to do first place parkrun. Obviously it doesn't have to be that. It could just be go on like a 1k run, or be able to run like a few k without stopping, or I don't know, maybe it's a couch to 5k thing. Like you give yourself that like little goal, it makes you, I don't know, it makes you more motivated. Like I used to think like, oh, whatever, I can just run whenever, I don't really need like a goal in mind, like I'm motivated enough for that. And then I sort of thought about it, I'm like, well, why would you want to do that to yourself? Like surely you want to make things as easy as possible, and like if you have a chance of, I don't know, if you have a chance of like one day going like, oh, I'm not even training for anything, so it doesn't even matter, like avoid that day entirely. Avoid that sort of mindset. And again, like these can be really almost trivial goals that you're sort of tricking your mind into thinking it needs to do something. But you can be very flexible with your deadlines. You could say like, oh no, in 3 months I run 5k. Gets to 3 month point, you literally can't. It's like, oh, that's all right. Another 3 months, and you just keep on doing that. And it's like, It doesn't have to be some like incredibly sweaty training regime. It could just be, your goal could just be run once a week for like 2 months, you know? Once you do that, like, you get some sort of exercise locked in. Like, I'm doing running content because I love running, but it could be anything. Like, you play tennis every week or something. It definitely plays into every other like aspect of your life. Worth considering. Mate, ignore everything I said before about feeling better on that hill. That did hurt a lot. Big hill here, guys. If you love hills just as much as me, we're in for a blinder. Do you reckon I can make that clickbait? Almost got hit by a van. Jesus. Look at this rush hour. You should do what I do and be unemployed. That's not actually exactly true. I'm not unemployed. Part-time YouTuber. Oh! This is something that helped me improve massively. It was breathing through your nose. So, like, honestly, it's worth doing this. Like, try and breathe through your nose all the time, like in your normal life, and on your long runs, ideally, get to the point where you're breathing through your nose on the long ones. And then for like the quick ones, you can try going through your nose. I find it a bit too difficult. But like the whole point of it is you control your breathing. Like, I'm definitely gonna make a video on it at some point. Like, I read a book as well, it's worth reading. It's called The Oxygen Advantage. A guy called Patrick, I can't remember his second name. I'll put it up now, but basically, like, a lot of people, they over breathe by just breathing through your mouth all the time. And what that basically means is that your body is less effective at offloading oxygen to your tissues. Like, you breathe too much, you exhale a lot of carbon dioxide, right? And your body needs like carbon dioxide in order to offload oxygen. So if you're always exhaling it, there's not enough and your body holds onto it too tightly. So what ends up happening is, although you're breathing enough, there's enough oxygen in your body, it's not actually being delivered to your muscles and your brain and everything. So you start breathing through your nose, you're exercising some control in how much you breathe, because the nasal passage is narrower, right? So you basically end up breathing less. I mean, the thing he says in the book all the time is like, breathe more with less, and that's what we were doing. And if you're very new to it, you might find it incredibly tough. Your nose is blocked all the time, and what I would do, honestly, like, gently exhale, hold your breath, take like a couple of steps, or just sort of hold your breath until you feel like a moderate to strong need for air, and then make sure you take that initial breath through your nose, and it helps clear your nose because you produce something called nitric oxide in your nose. As long as you can resume to a normal breathing rate within 3 to 4 breaths, then you held your breath for long enough. If you're sort of panting if you start breathing out of control, then you held your breath for a bit too long. Just sort of do that every time your nose is blocked. Yeah, until you're able to breathe through your nose full time. And then you'll find, like I found, that you can start performing better. Like when I'm doing 5K, I breathe through my mouth, but I know it's not shallower breathing, but it's like I'm breathing a lot less. Like I'm not panting, like I'm controlled. There's like half a second or a second gaps in between each breath. Okay, we're talking 16K, 1 hour 23, 5 minutes 7 pace. We did have a ascent of 263 meters, which I think is pretty good. Yeah, let's go. Currently got the post-run endorphin rush, dopamine, serotonin, whatever it is. Feeling pretty good. Make sure to like and subscribe.